Hey guys, just a little impromptu live. Don't worry, there won't be any screaming or hollering or anything like that. And yes, my stance on this morning stays the same. Um, I don't believe in public humiliation. So, hey, Dog Mom, Captain Obvious, Pixie, Remy, Charlie Girl, Pepper, Sunny Side Up, Whiskey, Mark, Chickpeas, Margie Jones, um, Captain Obvious, I think I said that. Ben Ashworth, Whiskey, pretty sure I said that. Jamie Lynn, Lily, Lexi Lou, Gingerlock's mom, Austin James, Sweet Wheat, Tawanda, Galway Girl, Cookie Tea. Okay, guys, like I said, I know I went live this morning. I know I kind of lost my shit. I apologize for that, but I still stand by the fact that I don't feel like people should be publicly humiliated. That's the way I feel. That's not going to change. Hey, Joy Lang, but I'm not really here to discuss that. Serendipity. Um, hey, Casey's in. Um, I'm going to have Whiskey and Dova come up on my panel. Um, they've got some things to speak about. They want to speak their truth. Um, Maybe some resolution where, everything can just be. Thank you, Mandolin. Thank you. They just want to speak their truth. Uh, we did it here because it might have felt a little maybe catty over on Whiskey's panel. As you all probably noticed, Whiskey hasn't been around. She hasn't been doing the YouTube thing. Hold on, I gotta grab something to drink. So I'm gonna I'm basically just offering my panel to give these ladies an opportunity to speak, and that's where we're at with this. So I'm going to drop them a link. There's the link. Hey, Angel, Lexi Lou, Galway, smoked a cigarette. Well, just one. It's okay. Don't smoke no more, though. Lily, try not to smoke anymore, Sarah. Been doing good. Okay, we're going to put Dova here.
I was showing you it was me. Hi, Truth.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Hello,
Uh,
everyone.
so everybody knows Dova.
Hi, everybody. I'm on my phone, and chances are when I go live, my mother decides to call me. So if that happens, I'll just grab the link and come back up.
Yeah, don't worry. My son always calls me when I'm live, so.
Never fails. I'm going to email Whiskey the link because I don't think she can grab it. She's on her
Okay.
computer. So.
Okay, that's cool.
Let me see. Oop, did it kick me?
No, you're still here.
Okay. It's already gone.
Oh, do I need to repost it?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, there you go, Dova.
Thank you. I think I can get it out of the chat, right?
I think so, yeah.
See if it'll let me copy and paste it. Ah, shoot. It's taking me to it. Damn it.
I can send it to her in Hangouts, I think.
Okay, and then I'll email it to her from there.
Hang on. It's taking a minute. Copy link. Okay. Hangouts. Okay, I put it in our Hangouts. She should be able to grab it from there, shouldn't she? Oh, I lost Dova. What the hell? I'm sitting here talking to myself. What else is new, huh? Hey, Pepper. Sunny side up. Remy. I think I said hi to everybody else. Hey, Mommy and Three Girls. Hey, Double D. 33. Was you able to grab it, Dova? Oh, she done booted herself again. Whiskey device not connected.
Damn it. Can't take me anywhere. I'm sorry. I'm on my damn phone.
Oh, I think I got her.
There she is. Thank you,
Oh
True.
my goodness. Always got to be one fool. I'm sorry.
No, it's StreamYards. It's always messed up.
Thank you, True.
Goodness. Always got
Hey, hybrid Pisces.
one fool. I'm sorry.
No. Okay, somebody sounds really funky.
I think it's Whiskey's.
Is it me?
Yeah.
All right. Let me go back out.
Okay.
So, like I said, guys, I'm just offering a platform to a couple friends. These ladies have always been very, very nice to me. I've always respected both of them. And I think they've got a couple things they'd like to say. And we just felt like it might be better to do it here on, what do mutual ground. Okay, Whiskey. Hey, try again, Whisk.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Little-
So, where do we start?
Down. I guess I will say that when we chatted with you earlier, we wanted to make it known that we're not here at all to bash Smokey. That's not what we're about. We did consider him a genuine friend outside of YouTube. So that's not what it is. But I guess as things unraveled, we thought it was important to be able to at least express, especially with what happened to him today, why things unraveled and ended up the way that they ended up versus what people are thinking. We never left Smokey or whatever, like anything that happened today with other people had nothing
Just
to
for
do with
you.
us.
Right. Nothing to do with
So
that.
no. So we don't want to be lumped into that for one. I'll speak for myself. I don't agree with that at all, what happened today. And I did reach out to him to make sure that he was okay, even though we're not speaking. So we can go from there, but we're not here to have a shit show, say anything wrong about him. But it is important for us to be able to have some type of resolution or closure and let people know kind of some of the things that happened that brought us here, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
My voice of reason.
So go ahead, Truth. Take it away.
Okay.
No, we can't. Let's say this. So obviously, like, we wanted to talk to somebody that was super reasonable, that had a platform that was able to be reasonable, right? We don't want to come up here and just speak our side and have somebody bash Smokey with us. That's not what we're looking for. But we are looking for some kind of outlet for ourselves. I could have just went live and then it would have looked catty or gossipy, and that's not. We did ask Smokey if he would come over here. I'm not sure that he will, but
his phone, when I called him, his phone seemed to be messing up. I sent him a text message. You know, like most adults, I can remain, I can keep my friendship with Smokey separate from my friendship with both you and Dova.
yes.
I think most people can do that. I have
Reasonable people
absolutely,
can do that. Yes.
yes, I have absolutely no problems with Smoke, but by the same token, I don't have the friendship with Smokey that you guys did.
Yes.
I keep my circle really, really small,
We do
and
too.
I guess
Yeah.
maybe I'm kind of guarded, but
Okay.
Smokey knows. We spoke today. Smokey knows how I feel, and we left on. Well, I won't say we left on good terms because I'm sure I will speak to Smokey again in the future. But I did feel like that you and Dova both, of course, prayers for Smokey, prayers for anybody that's suffering. But
Absolutely.
I did think it was important that Whiskey and Dova get to speak their piece, maybe get some sort of resolution and stop any rumors that might be going around so that they can move on. They can
Exactly.
do
Thank you.
they can do their thing.
Right. And I think that that's really all we want to do, because I think as all of this stuff is coming to a head, unfortunately, somehow, even though we have tried to remain very quiet, we did go live one night and the topic did come up. But we tried to be tactful, I thought. We didn't give any like insider stuff. We didn't bash. I didn't think we did.
We invited him over as well. We asked,
And we did
come
ask,
on.
yeah, we did ask him to come, but it's also important that, I don't really know all of what's happening right now. I just want everybody to know that had nothing to do with what happened with us. We don't support what is happening to him. Like I said, I even reached out to him, but in the same respect, I also have to stand my own ground and say it's not okay for us to be drug into that without being able to have a voice. I left because I chose to leave. This is all just very toxic. It's fine that this is what other people are okay with. I'm just not. And I think when it actually really hit close home with me and an actual friend, that's where I was like, okay, this is just not worth it. So we just want people to understand kind of where we're coming from.
Your real life
Instead of,
friend, your real
right,
personal that you
right.
grew up with.
So this wasn't somebody that we were playing a game with. This wasn't somebody we wanted information from. This wasn't somebody that we wanted to dog out publicly for views. Like, we literally cared about this person. And I'm trying to be like very cautious because I'm not trying to be rude, but over the course of our friendship, as things kind of happened and red flags came up, they were discussed, and it just kind of went on and on and on, and things were swept under the carpet. Ultimately, I did not, and neither did Dova, take anything that happened with us publicly. When I was on TNT's panel, a troll comes from somewhere. So a troll gets information. They don't just, if they know exactly something that was said,
It was
came from
verbatim.
somebody. Yeah. So it wasn't put out by us. And when that was put out, I was very defensive. I did say what I felt about how other people treated him, and that I probably shouldn't have. But I was very defensive and I stand firm with, how dare you come tell me something about a friend that I've had for a year and you're going to question me, So
Right.
that's where it started.
It did start, though, where it did start was for me, and I'm not going to rehash all the other, don't want to say that person's name, but all that stuff that came after me started on a Friday morning, whatever, that all happened.
True.
And then Saturday I had spoke to Whiskey and Smokey, my friends. Hey, this is being said. We're both being attacked. We did nothing to this person. Okay, fine. Well, let's go live. Whiskey said, I'm going to go live. I'm going live on my channel. And Smokey had said, no, let's go live on mine. Let's do it on mine. And we're like, fine, that's completely okay. We don't care where we go.
And for me, there was a hesitation because I didn't necessarily want a shit show. I just wanted to tell this person, sorry, go fuck yourself. Like, you don't know me, don't attack me, what is your problem?
Yeah.
And I knew from past experiences that if we went live on someone else's channel, that person controls who comes up, who gets kicked off, how long it goes. So I wanted it to be on my channel. But after a conversation, we all agreed it would be on Smokey's channel. That kind of went awry, lasted way too long, too many people. And then fast forward to Sunday, so go ahead.
The next day, yeah, you had actually had a family day, and you had said several times to us, your friends, hey, tomorrow's my family day. I will not be available. And so,
right. And you guys know that, right? So like all this time, Sunday is like my family day. Yes. No bullshit. Don't play online. Don't stalk. Don't troll. Like I literally we all unplug and we cook and we eat and we hang out. So I was not gonna, and my friends know I'm never gonna be able to entertain this on a Sunday.
Right. So then the live happened, and usually Smokey would say, hey, I'm going to go live, blah, blah, blah. And which is fine. He didn't this time. So be it. You're an adult. That doesn't
and it's your channel.
Yeah. It's your channel. Handle it. Have fun. And so I kind of clicked over and I watched for a little while, and he's cool doing his thing. And then that said person came up and started calling us names. Dova this, Whiskey this, you donkey that, you're this. And when Whiskey's name was mentioned, that's when I said, let me have a link. And that's when I went up and fortunately said what I said and was really upset because that person, Smokey, knew that that's what had bothered me, that said person was allowed to be up there calling people names from someone's panel, and that's fine. That's all fine. They can do what they want. Anybody's panel,
but not our friend, right?
Not my friend. I was hurt.
Yeah,
I was hurt. Not one time was it said, "Hey, those are my friends. Knock it off."
Right.
You don't say that on these are my friends you're talking about.
Right.
So then after that is when it all went downhill from there. And I did tell Smokey, I said, please don't contact me anymore. Just let me be, leave me alone. Enjoy your friends.
Yeah. And I think what was said, not by me, but by Dova, and I kind of stood behind it, but I didn't say it, was, go enjoy your friends, like, please leave me be. And
that's what I said.
That sparked, I don't even remember, like that whole week was a blur because I left work like 2 times in the middle of the day. It wasn't even a lunch break. I just went and parked somewhere so I could argue with people. And I'm like, it's out of character. It's not worth it. This is ridiculous. And when it came to the point where it was happening the 3rd time where I really couldn't get on and have a conversation, right? So we're live for like 5 hours, not because I wanted to be live for 5 hours, but we are. And this person doesn't come on the live, is nowhere to be, found, which maybe they had a family day. I don't know. But like our friend is letting this happen. And, it was disheartening. So as everything kind of played out and Dova said that, and then another freaking day, I wound up leaving work to go on to, who was it? Like Hockey Mom's panel or something, because I'm a donkey over there. And it's like, okay, fine, I'll bite. Right. So I go over because I'm going to defend myself, and they couldn't hear me. And we said, okay, well, we'll go live on Hockey Mom's channel. TNT picked it up, and somehow it was, time changed and everything else. So I wasn't even home and completely settled. And I'm like, all right, fine. I'm not a punk, so I'll get on if this person's going to get on. And all of that means nothing to me until someone questions my actual friendship with someone that I'm actually friends with. And they're obviously getting information somewhere.
Because of the troll account. The troll account
Right.
came in and said that.
I felt under attack. And so I somehow respectfully got it calmed down. But I did make a statement, and I stand behind that statement. It wasn't something that I tried to go public and like bash him. So today on someone's live, they decided that it was a good idea to say, oh, well, 2 weeks ago, this was already brought out. No, 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 no. I defended my friendship, saying, like, when this happened to him before, we were friends and no one else cared. So that's a true friend. So when that comes up today and they're saying, well, what they did was equivalent to what happened between Smokey, myself, and Dova, that's bullshit. And I think it's only fair for us to be able to squash that. What happened today is not even close to what happened between us and a real friendship.
Right.
So
no part of us. No, it's not in any comparison.
No. And we have reached out to Smokey behind the scenes. Prior to me going on Laura's live, which I will explain, we reached out to Smokey right after the TNT thing happened and a troll came in, and then my friendship was questioned, and I was asked, did I say whatever, which I hadn't. And Dova, thank you, in the chat, and she said, no, I said it. I was kind of taken back because, like, why? I'm not even reading chat. So why do all these people know something that was said privately when we didn't say it? We didn't tell people.
We hadn't said it to anyone at that point. It was we didn't plan to bring it out to the public.
Right. So we did try to rectify this behind the scenes. We have reached out. We have tried to no avail. So we're not coming live to bash anybody, but it's not fair for us to look like these horrible people that turned our backs either, I guess.
That just linked him. For no reason. We just bailed on him.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I know I say that all the time. It's a bad habit. I get made fun of it all the time when I say, like I said. I don't have the same relationship with Smokey that you guys had. I adore Smokey. Once again, I keep my circle very small, as I'm sure you gals did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Whiskey and Dova just wanted to make it clear that their departure from the friendship should not be compared to the recent departure from the friendship with Smokey.
Right.
There's no comparison. And I think Dova and Whiskey just wanted the opportunity to say, hey, we're not a part of this. What went down these last couple days it doesn't involve either one of them.
Correct. Now, if anything, the issues that they're talking about was something that drew me to Smokey.
Because that's what we were told.
Yeah.
Based on what we were told by Smokey.
Right. The character of whatever is going on, that has nothing to do with, we had like real friendship issues, and there were, minor disagreements of things that could have been worked through, but we didn't put that out. I mean, all of this still could have been okay until it was brought publicly and somebody said, well, on his panel on Saturday, well, everything aside, if one of my friends behind the scenes brought this publicly, like, I don't think I could forgive them. That's funny, because fast forward 3 days, hello, that's what you're doing. So don't put that shit on me. That's not what happened. So it's important for people to understand that. And then one of the reasons that it was kind of for me, I don't want to do this, right? So my friends are my friends behind the scenes. I keep my circle super small. I keep people at arm's length, and we all should. And I've said a million times, you don't have 300 friends because there's 300 people in your chat. You just don't. So everybody's like, oh, I have all these friends. You don't, and you're going to bat for people. that you're like, there's no way that that person, I don't really know what people are capable of. And after a solid year of friendship, I'm thankful that I feel that way, that I keep my stuff private, that I have that guard up, like
Yeah.
you're saying that you do. And that's not disrespect to anybody. That's just, it's important on YouTube or any social media to keep your shit confined, because I would have never thought that we would be where we are today,
Same.
Right.
Yeah. We couldn't have ever imagined. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I can speak for both Dova and Whiskey when I say they have no hatred
No.
Not at
for
all.
for Smokey, and
No.
they want nothing but the best for him.
Yep.
But their reasonings behind their pulling away is totally different than what's gone down the last couple of days. And they really just didn't want to be lumped in to that category.
That's it. Yeah. I
Right.
just want him to stop talking about me. He hates me. He actually hates me more than he dislikes Whiskey, and that's fine. For whatever reason he feels he needs to, that's okay. I just stop talking about me. Just leave me alone. Stop bringing me up.
Well, and Dova, you have every right to your feelings. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that hurt people,
Yeah,
and
it's true.
that doesn't change. That doesn't invalidate your feelings. Is invalidate a word?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that doesn't invalidate your feelings at all. You do want him to quit bringing your name up in chats and stuff, and that's not an unreasonable request. But like I
No, but
said,
sorry, Truth. Excuse me, Truth.
Hold
No,
on.
but
I know what you're going to
274.
actually say. And our response to that is,
Sorry,
I
Truth.
saw Ash in a chat say Dova and Whiskey who. So
Who?
Dova and Whiskey who. So we're not, I mean, you do whatever you want, but like we're not going to play these games. That's exactly what we don't want to do. And that's why I don't want to be a part of this bullshit. So
Same. I'm
everybody
done.
wants to play these fucking semantics and act like whatever. Don't act like you're friends with somebody and then you go and you do the shit that you do and then you manipulate and you know that this person has stuff that's going on. So this for me, and like I said, Dova and I are separate people. So her thoughts are a little different than mine. But my thoughts are, look at what you're doing. So you're hurting somebody and everybody's saying this person has problems, and whether they do or they don't, if you really believe that, then stop doing it to them. Stop it. But then you got to flip it around. We don't deserve that either. But in the same respect, I'm not going to play these games and be like, okay, well, we're going to sit up here and we're going to answer your dumbass questions because they're dumb. I didn't even read it. Just don't even tag us. You said that we don't exist. We don't exist. That's fine.
Well, and
This is more.
It was said that you went on.
Go ahead, Dova.
It was said that you went on Laura's, that it was planned.
And nope. And we can talk about that.
Planned.
So
if it was planned, she would say, yes, I planned it.
I have no shame to say, like, if I want to talk to Laura, I'll talk to Laura, which is funny because from what I'm understanding, everybody is now talking to Laura. So I get bashed because I go over there. Yeah. And again, it's multiple facets. So when I get off of this panel where like my side of the tracks, right? These people that I've defended and I've said whatever for, right? And I've supported, I'm just trash from compared to this person that is harassing people for no reason, has done all these nasty things, and I don't even care about that person. But in the moment when I have all these people and then you want to talk to me about a real friendship, y'all need to learn what a real friendship is before you want to come at me, because you don't know anything about me. You know nothing about my friendship with somebody. You know nothing. Yeah. And you want to ask me a question and I answer it, and it's still very like, just nobody over there gave a shit. So yes, Laura was live.
You were jaded. You were down for it.
I was brought into that situation, which is what happens on every live. You bring somebody up, you fuck with them, and then ultimately they have to walk away with their tail between their legs. Well, I'm not the person. So I decided, for many reasons, one being Laura's live. Two, Y'all hate Laura. And I don't give a fuck about any of these people anymore. I don't care. You're not going to go against me and you're not going to bully me. And I'm not allowed to have an opinion. So I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off because now you'll really hate me because this is my mindset. I'm going to go over to Laura's. You're all really going to hate me. You're never going to want to talk to me again. Good. Let's do that. And then two, when I realize, and more so, I realize that being this fucking, idiot that just follows, and yeah, Laura's made a lot of mistakes and she's done a lot of shit. But when it comes to like a friendship, so Dova and I went on a panel on
Good
my
night, TL.
live mocking the fact that Leanne Lynn did what she did to her. And I felt bad because somehow my friendship is being attacked. I'm being attacked and I felt bad. Does that mean that Laura and I are best friends? No. But that's the reason that I went on. It wasn't planned. That's what happened.
It was very last minute.
It was very
Yeah,
last minute. And I
I
said,
did
Dova,
not
you don't.
hear Whiskey nor Dova use the word bullying. And maybe I missed it. I'm listening to
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
Law.
know. Do I think that sometimes these people can be bullies? Yeah. I mean,
Oh, I
am
do
I
too.
crazy? I mean, I don't know if I said it. Maybe I said it, but
Yeah, you did.
I
You
believe.
mentioned bully, but you didn't
Do
weren't
you
like
not? Do you? I mean, don't we all kind
specific.
of think that this could be a bullying bullshit on this? I mean, that's what happens here, right?
Yep.
Let's be honest. If we're going to be honest, because I have nothing to lose. I don't care. I don't want to be friends with any of these people. I don't care to be here. The only reason I'm here is to just, it involved an actual friend. And now here we are. So kudos to everybody that made this friend, think that he had all these friends. Let's be honest. And now he has no friends. Right? I mean, he does, but like all those people are.
I've been getting trash talk on his panels, people talking shit. Those aren't your friends. Well, if they weren't your friends in the first place, not knowing what had happened. And we tried to reach out to him. We tried to get to, clear it up behind the scenes. We did try.
Okay. So Ash, no one cared about Laura. I obviously missed the point. What was the point then, Ash? And honestly, maybe you could come up because it's hard to talk to you in a chat. But if you would like to like have an honest conversation, because if people are sitting here trying to now, and this is what happens, right? So this is a genuine conversation. It has nothing to do with half of the people. It's people that are questioning, that we care about. It's this person that is hurt today. It's us and our feelings, right? So it's a genuine conversation that nobody's being thrown under the bus. And now we're just crazy. We misunderstood, right? It wasn't about going on Laura's panel. Really? Because I remember that night in the chat, I didn't watch the chat, but Ash was in there asking why I was in there. I don't know. My motherfucking mom ain't on YouTube, and the only people I listen to are my daughters and my mother. So unless does somebody pay my bills that I don't know about? So I go wherever I want. The loyalty here in this community means nothing.
Means
It means
nothing.
nothing. I've been loyal to people that I shouldn't have been this whole time. And what has it gotten me?
Turn on you in a heartbeat.
Got me nothing.
I agree with you.
Why are you saying he has no friends? No, okay. He does have friends. They're just ones that he doesn't realize are his friends.
I'm gonna mute. I have to run to the restroom.
Friends definitely.
Okay, Dova.
Friends have disagreements. We didn't dump him publicly. That's fine. I mean, if that's the way that you see it, Ash, that's fine. I see things differently. We can agree to disagree.
Well, I mean,
this wasn't about their friendship with him, though. It was about
not at all.
my friendship with him.
Exactly. This was never about that group's friendship. I spoke up this morning because I firmly believe that people shouldn't be publicly humiliated. And I stand by that. I stand by that. I don't care who you are. You shouldn't be publicly humiliated. And I felt like 180's post was degrading and humiliating. And, that doesn't mean that I think Ash 274 was degrading and humiliating. I think 180 was. So I don't know where Ash is coming in here saying that this really has anything to do with her.
It doesn't.
No, this was strictly, and I tried very hard not to bring that whole, I don't have to agree with it. I'm not God. So it doesn't matter. I'm just saying I don't agree with it, but this is about our relationship with Smokey and not being, unfortunately, we're just sitting here while everybody has their own thoughts because we haven't really said anything. And we chose really not to say anything because, today on, I think it was Hello Starlight's panel, J-Mac got up there and said that he asked us, he said, I put in a chat one time and I said, Whiskey and Dova, are you just going to sit there and continue a conversation while he's nodding off like it's not happening? I don't remember that happening, but I'm not good at reading chat. So if it happened, I asked Dova. She doesn't remember either.
I don't remember. Yeah.
So somehow I feel like people believe this stuff. And also, no one said that I agree with everything that Smokey does, but I've talked to him behind the scenes because that I feel like for me, I would want someone to speak to me behind the scenes, not live.
And we did try that. And
Right.
we still didn't bring it to the public yet. It seems like not every live, some lives, it's discussed. And it's like, why? Just don't talk about me. Just leave me alone. I don't fuck with anybody on here.
Well, I'm not behind the scenes with you all. I adore Smokey. I will continue to adore Smokey until he gives me a reason not to.
Yeah.
But what I saw the night was I was watching your guys live over there because you all always seem to have fun.
We try.
And
Yeah, we try.
a particular someone was allowed to come on panel. They were allowed to talk to you guys like you were shit. And people that you did consider your friends didn't put a stop to it. They just rolled with the punches.
Right.
And that would be hurtful to anybody.
Yeah, it was. I'll admit it was. It really showed me who people that, like I said, supported their channel, supported them, had their back, just completely turned their back. That doesn't feel good. That just shows me who you are. In real life, I won't be around people like that because I'm not that way.
But I mean, like I said, I know Ash left. And everybody knows how I feel about the word junkie. It strikes me really deep.
It's a strong word, yeah.
To me, being called a junkie is basically referring to somebody as if they're junk.
Right.
Well, my son is not junk. Everybody out there is somebody's someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this earlier. Now, when Makeup Mobster made that comment about Amanda Lynn, I defended Amanda Lynn because I thought the comment was disgusting.
Yeah.
And I would do it again. I would, if, somebody else said it, I wouldn't care if they say, I wouldn't care if they said it about anybody. I would still, hey, Jules, I would still stand up and say that's wrong.
Right. And here's the thing.
I know, Amanda Lynn, I know you didn't. And I'm not saying that you did. But all I'm saying is it's somebody that is very close to you did call somebody.
Well, she's saying, why do I keep getting brought up? I don't think I said her name. I don't remember.
I brought her up because I have to use her as an example.
Okay.
Because she too was called a junkie in this community.
Right.
And
that's not okay.
No, it's not okay. No, it's absolutely not okay. No, Amanda Lynn did not call Smokey a junkie.
Right.
I don't want anybody to get confused with that.
Right.
I'm using.
It's an example between if one person says something, it doesn't make it better than another. And here's the thing. We didn't go live to talk about what they all that whole thing. We went live because basically Dova came in your chat today when this topic got brought up, and she said that's not, this is not why we are not friends with Smokey. This is not what this is about.
Yeah.
And that was it. So over time we talk to you, and this isn't about all of them.
Not at
and
all.
They're going to say like, who are they? Who are these people? You know who you are. Stop. So when someone is just, we haven't done anything to any of these people. Yes, these people, and they know who they are. The people that are speaking. I mean, like when I got off of Laura's panel, I shut down. I was done. And I told you that my best friend's mom passed away, right?
I know.
So I was also dealing with that. And I stopped. I haven't watched. The only thing that I watched was shit from today because it involved me, right? So there was a panel on Saturday where people want to come up and be like, so do you want to tell me what's going on with Whiskey and Dova? I don't know. Maybe he should talk to his real friends behind the scene, or maybe he should go live. I mean, I would love for him to come here and just have an understanding.
Just talk to us, and because we don't think he understands why we were upset. He didn't give us that opportunity.
But I didn't get to see all the shit. I really just turned out and said, I'm not going to watch this now. I'm done, right? I'm done. So I heard that Amanda Live went live and like other people. And then everybody wants to come in like, well, what do you mean? You're talking about me? I don't know. I mean, I heard that you guys are all talking about me. So here we are, right? So there's screenshots that I'm being sent that we aren't even people. Like, who's Whiskey and Dova? I don't know. But then you come in and you know who we are and you're asking us questions. So either we exist or we don't. Like, it's frustrating as fuck. And misbehaving. Thank you, seriously, for just being a normal, caring human. Seriously, I appreciate it.
I can't respond. I can't
there
type in.
There have been great people that have been supportive and just, they didn't want gossip. They were just supportive. And you were one of those people. Like, I stand behind these people, but I also love Smokey and stand behind him. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't want anybody to do anything to Smokey. We just want people to understand that what he's going through and the things, they're different from what happened with us. That's all.
Right. And we never told Smokey where to go. No. We never did. And that's what I've heard here and there that, oh, well, your friends don't tell you where to go. No, we've never told him where to go. We're adults. We're not his mother. No.
I'm not even on YouTube all the time to be able to track where he goes.
Yeah.
So if he tells me like person A did this to me, then I will say, well, watch out for person A. Because if somebody stabs you once, they're going to stab you twice. Of course I would say that to a friend. But did I ever say like, don't hang out with people, don't do, no.
Hey, Melissa, Bay Beauty. Well, and like I said, I think Dova and Whiskey both needed the opportunity to let people know that their situation with Smokey is totally separate, hey baby blues, than other people's situation with Smokey.
Yes.
And I think they felt like they were getting grouped in, or, well, you all did it, but you have a problem with us doing it, that kind of thing.
Yeah. We never went public.
Yeah.
There was some troll, somebody told something to a troll, and I know it wasn't me. So everybody wants to like blame the trolls, but the trolls come from somewhere. You told somebody something, right? When they can verbatim come in, you told somebody something about you or something that was said. So I did not take that publicly. I felt like I was put on the spot, and it went from there. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sit there and say, oh yeah, I'm a fucking horrible friend to Smokey. Bullshit. You don't know my friendship, so don't do that. And Smokey, listen, I will speak for myself, but I agree. I think that Dova agrees with me. Like, we don't want anything bad for you. No. I think for me, I wish you the best. I really, really wish that this didn't turn out the way that it did. I think you know where I come from and what I feel about you and about everything that people are talking about right now. If you really need a friend, I will be here just because that's who I am. But I think that there are great, amazing people out here that can really be a good friend to you. Look for them, find them, go to them, because no one deserves what happened today. What's that? Hello, Starlight. What made 0 sense to you?
Yeah, please answer that, Starlight. But
I'm
while
just
you're answering
curious.
that, I want to make it clear that I wasn't judging this morning Starlight's relationship, uh, anybody's relationship with Smokey. My whole point was no one deserves to be publicly humiliated. That was it.
No, and when
That was
somebody
it.
says, "Well, we called it out. Why are they sitting there watching it?" How do you
Thank
don't
you,
have a
Rod.
clue. You've said a million times, "Well, we talked to Brian behind the scenes." Okay, well, you have no idea what we talked to, but I'm not going to do that. And listen, when I had issues with anyone, right? I messaged you behind the scenes and said something. So why would I treat him differently? Why would I do that differently to him? I wouldn't. I'm not gonna. So this right here is to kind of let him know, like, I know he's probably feeling under attack by like a million people, but like,
And that's
dude,
the last thing you and I want
no,
truth. We don't want, that's not what this is about, to
no,
attack them.
no.
Exactly.
You have genuine people out there that genuinely are good people that care about you. That's my stance.
Mag says, do you and others feel a big part of the problem are the I heards rather than just asking the person themselves what's going on? In
Exactly.
some cases, of course, yes, I
Yeah.
do, Mag. I really do. Like I said, when I went live this morning, and it wasn't even supposed to be a whole Smokey thing. It was supposed to be how I feel about the community, how people take people's personal um struggles, their whatever, and they take it public and it becomes YouTube fodder. And it wasn't meant to be about Smokey. Oh,
Hello,
we
Starlight.
spoke.
I realize that you feel like, and you guys probably did, and that's awesome. But you can't say that other people know nothing. You can't say that because there are people, right? So there's a lot of people in this community that are like, we love Smokey, we know him. And I've said it a million times on everybody's panel, and I'll say it again. You don't know the 500 people in your chat. You can't go to bat for them. But the people that speak to him every day behind the scenes, we do know him, and I'm not taking that away from you, but don't say that we don't know anything. Don't do that.
She did the same thing to me earlier. She come in here hollering and screaming, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. Okay, I don't need to know your relationship
Right.
with Smokey. I don't need to know that. What I needed to say was, I don't believe in publicly humiliating people. This would be no different than if Whiskey and Dova had either done a live or done community posts, which were totally degrading, humiliating. I would have called them out.
Right. And you should. Right. If we publicly, that would have been different. If we publicly would have went and been like, "Oh, Smokey does all this stuff or whatever," and then yeah, people should be like, "Okay, grow the fuck up. Keep it behind the scenes." So she's
Starlight,
saying, "You know
you know
nothing
nothing
about."
by speaking upon how much Smokey and I talk. You're right.
We didn't say that.
That's true, though. I get that,
No, no,
what
no.
she's saying. I get
No,
that.
she's right about that. But then
Yeah, we
why
don't
the
know what they
fuck
talk
do they
about.
get? Why do they get the right to say that about me and you?
True. Yeah, because some have said, and I'm not naming specific, that, oh, then they weren't your friends.
Right.
Oh, bashing us.
Right. And they have no idea, which is why I was so defensive when I was questioned on TN. Don't come to me with that. You don't know my relationship. And that made me feel empathy for truthfully what we did last Easter to fucking Laura and Amanda Lynn, or sorry, Leanne Lynn. We had no idea and we thought it was funny. It's not funny. I don't want to be that person. That's the bottom line. So sorry.
Hello, Starlight. I don't believe we mentioned your name before you come in here. I
No,
don't
hello,
believe.
Starlight, you did because I went and watched the live on Saturday
Oh,
this
okay.
morning, and you literally said, "Well, if my friend did that publicly," which we did nothing publicly, so you misspoke. You said, "If my friend did that publicly, I would have a problem with it." But if you flip that around. First of all, we didn't, some troll knew something about something that Dova said. So how would the troll know? I didn't say it. So I didn't go public. Dova didn't say it. So obviously somebody said it. And there's only 3 of us. So process of elimination. And then you say that, and 2 days later, look at the public shit that's going on. So let's just be honest.
Exactly.
Let's just be honest at this point. Everybody wants to come in the chat and say shit, but 100% you sat on this panel before this talking about me and Dova when you don't know. But when I said something about somebody else, TNT calls me out all the time. Well, you don't know shit about shit. No, I do. I do know shit about shit because Leanne Lynn was on my live. There was, and as we talked, she realized, no, I do. We all don't know what the other person knows, but please don't sit here and think that you know about my relationship, my private relationship with Smokey. And I'll promise not to pretend like I know about your relationship with Smokey.
And we're not here to fight with anybody.
You're
Jesus
not
Christ.
TNT. I didn't say that. I said you went on his panel, you and Amanda Lynn decided that it would be a good idea to go on his panel and question him about us. And make statements about, I would be really mad if, did you ask him, well, how did that troll know all the stuff? No, you just assume that you knew.
And
you
not
did
one
on Saturday.
That was our friends, our so-called YouTube friends, never said, hey, dude, what happened? But they'll speak about it, but never said, hey, what's your side on this? Nobody give a fuck. A lot of people did, but some that I thought were my friends completely turned their back, starting with that said person. And that's why I'm done with this community. I'm done. I won't be I appreciate many people on here. I have met some really good people, but I've also met some really shitty people. Right. And I wouldn't be around those people in my real life. So why am I going to do it here? They're not my friends. They will turn their back on you in a heartbeat.
Starlight says she never spoke upon your relationship with Smokey.
She did. This morning I watched a live she did with Smokey on Saturday. The topic of everything going on right now. Smokey begged us to come up and interview him. Okay. And did you choose the topic of me and Dova? See how easy that is? Maybe you didn't. Maybe he made you do it. I relate.
For me personally,
I got bashed for stuff. I was told that I bring drama to his channel. But you're saying that he begged you to do that. So with everything that has happened, okay, she doesn't recall. That's fine. It's fine.
Someone,
you did.
Someone in the chat said,
if that was my friend and they went public, I would probably not be. I think you said, don't quote me, I would probably not be able to be their friend anymore. Okay. So, but fast forward 2 days, everything with you guys is all public. And this wasn't even about you guys, like at all. This was about just us having some kind of resolution with Smokey, us explaining our side, because I don't want to be honest, I don't want to be lumped in with someone that is doing something negative to someone that has an addiction. I just don't. There's no way around that. I'm sorry for bringing that up, but it just is what it is. I don't.
The situation that happened led up to this.
I don't know what that means.
I think it's with that said person.
I don't either, because
blaming you, Starlight. No one. I'm not blaming you. I don't think Whiskey's blaming. I don't think
not at all. I'm just saying, when somebody can come in, this is where I am with life and the community. Okay, if somebody can come in and you can give me a statement like, you
Starlight,
don't know.
why are you being so defensive? But just put all the blame on us. It's fine. No one is putting blame on you all. The only blame I put was 180's shitty comments about somebody. That's not you all. That's 180. And he even went so far as to say, I will continue to make posts like that. So in my opinion, he'll continue to be a dick. You know, but that's not you all.
In all
this was
fairness,
this,
I've said you
this
all
is
and these
getting off
people a
track
lot. Okay.
because this was
Sorry.
really meant for Whiskey and Dova to be able to speak their truth.
Thank you, Truth. Really appreciate you doing this for us.
I did not spin a web of lies, Starlight. By the way, I do not want to be your mother, okay? I did not spin a web of lies. I went on this morning to say I do not agree with 180's post. Now, if you can tell me how that is spinning a web of lies.
I'm not sure how you feel about it, but it is hard to talk in a chat. Do you think maybe Starlight could come up and just have like a rational conversation?
She can take a link
Because
if she
I
wants one.
feel like she's thinking that this morning when you went live to say that, publicly saying something against someone that we're all saying might have a problem, maybe isn't the best route. That automatically it was like you attacking people, and I don't personally see it the same.
I didn't either. So, okay, it ended after that statement about the post. You ended the comment, you ended the combo after that. Okay, I don't understand what you're trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. It is very hard because it seems like it's kind of choppy with.
I can see, Amanda Lynn, how you feel that way.
Yep, me
Okay,
too.
but maybe, yeah, I can see that.
Like I said,
Maybe all I know is that without knowing anything, there was some really negative things that were spoke about me and Dova on your panel. Didn't watch it, don't know what it is. People said, and I believe it. So I don't know. Should you have all the facts before you go live? She said your statement turned into how many hours?
no, I have no idea how many hours you all have spent with Smokey. It's not my business. This is insanity.
This
Because
is the first for us. This is the first hour for us.
Mandolin would like a link.
my whole point this morning was I didn't, and I don't, and I'm not going to change my mind like what 180 did. End the conversation as far as that goes.
I don't know
Hey,
what
hey,
facts she
Gutta.
means though. She keeps saying you have zero facts. So
I don't know.
listen,
Because
I have
she,
I have a gripe with this in the community, okay? So we're all here, right? We're all seeing everything. We all have a brain. We all have an opinion. So they're my facts. My facts are what the fuck I see, what the fuck I feel, and what I think. So when I decide to speak on it, you can't say there are zero facts because that's unfair. Because we all have an opinion. So I don't think that Tracy came on saying,
okay, hello,
Shirley
Starlight.
only talked to him for 2 minutes. I think that
Okay,
it was her
Whiskey,
feeling.
hold on just 1 minute. With no understanding of how it got to that point, I don't care how it got to that point. In my opinion, it was wrong. I don't know how else to make that any more clear to you.
Yes, I understand that you I mean Starlight said publicly, I don't agree with that word 180. Please don't use that on my panel. I don't know if you guys heard that part. She did say that. She said don't use that word. And I said I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the word, but I do understand how it got to that point. You can watch my live. I really don't want to rehash it. All I wanted to say is that yes, I probably jumped the gun when I went live, and I would like to, that probably should have never happened. Okay, I get that. I feel like maybe there's a lot of untruths being told to everybody.
Yeah, but you can't just smooth that over just like that. I think that's
no,
what
I'm not
happens.
trying to
I'm
smooth
not trying to be
I don't.
disrespectful, but in the community, that's what happens. People just act like fucking assholes.
No,
Everybody, me, you, Dova, we all say things. We say things, and then we just smooth it over. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that, or I was triggered. It's bullshit, man. You don't know me.
I'm not
There's
really.
no reason.
I'm not really
No
trying to like
reason.
smooth
No,
things
no,
over.
no.
I was trying to explain it.
Well, but then don't just blanket over it real quick. Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. But why? Why do you think it's okay? We shouldn't have a feeling about what's happening with you and Smokey. or hello Starlight and Smokey, but you can have an opinion about me and Smokey. You can have an opinion about
no,
what's going on
absolutely.
in
You're entitled to your feelings. I've even told the truth. Hey, you're entitled to your feelings. I said it a million times. Everyone's entitled to their feelings about things. Maybe I perceived what happened a little bit differently than what it was intended for. That happens all the time around here. But as far as this weekend, it's really not fair that we're being made out to be these horrible people.
It wasn't fair that we were being made out to be anything 3 weekends ago when I left. That
no,
wasn't fair either.
No, maybe it wasn't. It wasn't fair. You know, people act in emotion. It's fine. You know what? If people can think we're the devil, that's totally okay. Actually, I just want to get my point across. I don't agree with the word junkie. Starlight didn't agree with it. We are not the same person as 180. We told him we don't agree with that word.
For me, it runs deeper than the word junkie. So I understand. I think maybe you're talking.
And okay, he put me in a really shitty spot. It started with, his life. I do a lot of recovery stuff, and my one rule was, okay, fine. I want to go live with you. I want to help you because he's my friend. I talked to him beforehand where he told me what questions to ask him when he did that question and answer thing. Like you guys that came up and I think TNT and BSJ, whatever. So I was feeling it out. He didn't act high, right?
Well, he didn't act high, but in the chat right now, I guess what we're discussing is how people put themselves right. Because you guys are saying like truth knew nothing, but you guys knew nothing when you went on Saturday or back when I did TNT's live. You knew nothing about my friendship with Smokey, but you went up and questioned him because he asked you to, right?
He did, and I said that there was no bashing, and he kept bringing up Dova's husband. I said, I don't think we should do it. I don't know what happened between them. Honestly, I don't. And I said, I don't think we should do that. I thought it was going to be like a closure kind of thing, honestly, for him, because he wouldn't let it go. And I said, no bashing. If you notice, there was no bashing. He kept going on and on about Dova's husband. I said, why are you doing that? Like, what's going on? Why? He kept saying, like, I'll never panel up with her, or whatever. I don't even know what happened. I don't need to know what happened. But I thought maybe it would give him some closure on the whole situation because he asked me to bring you guys
Stephanie
up.
Brown, I disagree with you. Okay. Stephanie wrote, it seems to me that the truth is jumping on every chance she can get to the point out anything wrong she sees coming from a certain few people. That's my opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but I don't care who would have left those posts. I don't care if it would have been somebody that I absolutely adore on here. I would have still went live and said how disgusting it was. Now, you can believe me or not. If you know anything about me, you know I would have. I have no problem calling out anybody that, okay, 180 is hurt. I get that. And nobody has the right to tell 180 how he feels.
No,
but nobody has the right to
I said this publicly that, like, yeah, I mean, 180 was very, pissed off this morning. It's been all weekend with threats of relapse and, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And it all got to a boiling point starting from the live Saturday. I wouldn't personally use the word junkie, but I can understand how he got to that point. And I guess the difference when you said, what's the difference with Makeup Mobster? I've never had a personal relationship with Makeup Mobster. I've never watched her do that kind of stuff to people that I care about. Like, you say a lot more based off of emotion when you care about somebody. That's the difference for me. Might not be for everybody, but that's the difference for me. I told everybody I don't agree with that word. And now people are like thinking that I say that word, that I said it. I didn't say it.
I don't feel like this live right here, other than saying that Dova and I did not stop communicating or have any issue with Smokey. We have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying.
I just wanted to come up here to clear that up because I think that people got that misconception. I know the truth has cleared it up, but I wanted to clear it up because, people are mad at me about that. I didn't say it.
No, you didn't. And neither did Starlight, and neither did anybody else over there other than 180. That's
so true. I want to let you guys get back to your life. I don't want to interrupt it. I do feel like it's not everybody's kind of not getting the full story, but that's what happens around here. And I'm not only talking about
Can
my
I just
side,
say,
I'm saying on everybody. I meant for you guys too.
let
For
me ask you a
everybody.
question. Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Mhm.
So I'm going to try to be as tactful because I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I am passionate about this subject. So do you feel like there's a fine line between someone that needs help or something's going on with them, embarrassing them, and then you want to, there's lots of people, I won't say you, lots of people, I think including you, have gone live talking about it. Do you think that that's helpful? Or do you think that it's helpful to talk to the person behind the scenes, and tough love
Well,
to me is walking away. So tough love
okay.
to me
I
for a
can.
parent is, for a parent to me,
Hey,
or
Nika.
a child is saying, hey, done with this bullshit. I'm done with you if you continue to do that. That's tough love. But for a YouTube friend, and I'll even put myself in that category with Smokey, right? I've never met him. It's just YouTube. Do you think that it would have been a little bit more beneficial? Because like none of us know where he is right now, right?
Okay, that's a fair enough question, but I had messages all weekend. I mean, people were mad at me because I stayed on the panel. I addressed some of it publicly, and I feel like he brought it public by the shit that he pulled on Saturday. I don't know if you guys watched it. I don't know.
I didn't watch it, so I have no idea.
I
Okay,
watched
I'm
some of
not
it
gonna
I
today.
don't
Yeah.
mean to cut you off. Can you read Hello Starlight's Whiskey? Do you
I see
realize you all were the first to out Smokey's addiction publicly?
Okay. So
Here's
what
our
I will
response.
say is, and I said earlier, that in order to explain when I felt under attack by people that for no reason had anything to do with my relationship with Smokey, when I felt under attack and they're telling me that I said something, there's a troll in the chat and all this stuff is happening, and then people are going to question my relationship with him, you're going to tell me how I feel about him or how he felt about Dova. I call bullshit. So yes, did I misspeak? But please, we've had panels about it. Let's not sit here and act like people don't know that he is in recovery.
exactly.
Let's
Thank
not do
you.
that.
Exactly.
That's what happened. A
There's a
troll
difference
came
between
in
me
and put in
saying one.
verbatim what I typed to him. So that's where it all started. Nobody knew that we weren't talking, that we were upset with him. It was all behind the scenes. We tried to talk to him. For
But
those
it
that
was.
weren't here
I don't
earlier.
think it was as private as you guys think it was. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
What was
That's
that's
that?
not
because
fair
of
to you
us.
guys. I'm not. And
I
all
get it.
that
I
wasn't
get it.
really fair to you guys. But it was.
Thank you, Amanda. That's all I.
That's
Thank
it.
you. I appreciate that. Thank
But here's
you.
the thing. So when that was happening, did I explain, like, when no one else was here? Don't come in here questioning me like my friendship wasn't real. Yeah. And did I say like people left him because of his addiction? That's what I was told.
That's what
Did
he
I
told
said
us.
it?
That's why
No.
he was just being
Was
honest.
it
Well, really, to be
true? It
it's
was.
out there, and he started with that, us not being his friend. Here's the truth.
And then you fast forward and like all this stuff is happening. I just don't want in the mix. I don't want to be
I
lumped
get
in
it,
to
Sarah.
a fake reason as to why this happened. But don't act like I outed something on him to like maliciously whatever.
No,
Hello, Starlight. A
I
troll
don't
came in.
mean you.
A troll came in TNT's live in the chat, and TNT said, "Are
Listen,
you?" And she
when
yelled
I
at her.
was on TNT's panel, Hello Starlight, you were there. When I was on her panel, she questioned my relationship with him. What I mean, I don't understand why people play these semantics. Like, well, what do you mean? I didn't do it. But you all watched the same fucking lives I watched. So you saw that it was happening. You thought it was a good idea. Everybody fucking laughed about it. And here we are. We get off. Everybody goes live. You want to talk shit. Well, here we are.
I don't think anybody laughed about it. Like
I
he was.
think that everybody thought it was funny when you did a live and talked shit on me.
Nobody thought it
Well,
was
do you
funny.
think
Everybody was
Starlight? He was
extremely
highly
hurt.
upset over it. Do you think for 1 minute he's not upset over the post
Exactly.
that
No.
180 has made?
I don't think I personally don't know anybody that thought it was funny. Everybody was extremely hurt, and maybe I was coming from a place of I only knew one side of the story, okay, and it shouldn't have. It's one of those cases, probably wasn't the greatest idea to go live. I did too fast, right? Everybody's around here has done that. I can say, probably shouldn't have done that. I went on pure emotion, things I was being told, things I had seen with my own eyes, but I didn't know the backstories too.
So have I. Hello, Starlight.
But I
So
don't
have
think
I.
anybody just was laughing all the way, like, how the
Me
great
too,
friendship's breaking
Starlight.
up.
Here's the
Me
thing,
too.
Amanda, then I have to ask you, right? You didn't think it was that funny that night when you did it, you went on emotion. Fast forward 3 weeks, you're still not involved in my relationship with Smokey, yet you thought, he's begging me to ask questions. I'm going to do that. That's a
The
good
only thing,
idea.
whoa. The only thing that I agree, the only thing I said that I would do, we were doing like an interview thing. So you know how you say, okay, what do you want me to do? Because he asked me about an hour
Come
before.
on, we're not stupid. We
And
all
then-
know that's going to spark some shit.
No. If you would let me finish, no,
Go
that
ahead.
was the agreement. No bashing. And it was supposed to be like, a quick, I took it as he was going to say like, I wish you guys well. That's all. And that is really all that happened besides when he brought up Dova's husband once. He did not bash you guys. He did not say anything bad. He thanked you for your friendships, which was what was supposed to happen. And, wished you well. That is all that was said besides whatever
Possibly,
he said about
Stephanie.
Dova's husband. And that's all that was, I was thinking of, okay, he's going to get closure about it. Finally,
Starlight,
and then
you're not
when
going
he
to
said-
sit in here and you're not going to sit in here and disrespect Tawanda. You come in here telling people that they don't know what they're talking about. You have no idea what people know and what they don't know. You come in here acting like you're the holier than fucking thou. Okay, this had nothing to do with you.
Yes,
So
Mag.
go sit in the corner and eat a cookie.
Okay, so that's all that was supposed to happen was just and
So
I
from
feel
the
like that is all
outside,
that
it
happened. He did not bash you guys one
From
time.
the outside, it looked pretty shitty. It looked like, so all this stuff happened, and I'm being told on that same panel, TNT opened it up and said, you never know what you're talking about. You misspoke 3 times. And then we talked about it. And I don't feel like I was proven wrong. And then by the end of it, it's like, don't talk about what you don't know. But then my friendship is being questioned publicly. I think it's still live. We can still go look at it. Like publicly, it was like, well,
I
did
would
you
love
do
you guys
this?
to know that I did not. That I
No,
did not
yours
say.
isn't live. I never saw yours. I just
No,
heard
I'm
a bunch
talking
of people
about
saying I thought you were cool with her.
I'm talking about Smokey's. I was, maybe it was a bad decision. Like I said, I found an hour beforehand and it was kind of like, will you do this? Will you ask me X, Y, and Z? I gave my boundaries. I felt like for the most part, he stuck to them. Everybody stuck to them that day. Like it wasn't,
Angel,
and I thought, oh, cool, closure. That is where my mind was at.
I understand, Angel, that people are saying he was telling different things from both sides. I get that.
Yeah,
But
I highly agree with that.
Starlight comes in here saying, you all know nothing. Don't tell me what I know or don't know about my relationship with him. I'm not telling you what you know or you don't know about your relationship with him. I adore Smokey. I have talked to Smokey. This was the opportunity for Whiskey and Dova to come up and separate themselves from what has gone down the last couple days.
Respectfully. We didn't come up here
Amanda's
bashing.
relationship with Smokey is Amanda's. I don't agree with the post that 180 put out, and nothing is going to change my mind. I don't care about I don't feel like those were appropriate posts. Not because it talked about Smokey's addiction, but I don't feel like you have to publicly humiliate somebody in order to get your point across to somebody. You can actually walk away.
I get that people handle things differently. I just wanted to come up here to, clear up those few things. I don't want to take over. I want to let you guys have your live. If there's any other questions, I'm glad to answer them before I go.
No, we're good, Amanda. I mean, I don't have any problem with you, but I'm not going to have Starlight come in here raising hell like a banshee, telling people they don't know what they're talking about. You're right. I don't know your all's relationship with Smokey, and I never pretended to, ever. but don't come in here and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about when all I've ever said is I don't agree with the post that 180 has been putting up and has since threatened to continue to put up. I don't agree with public humiliation. That's
Look,
it.
I'll say this. When it comes to addiction, it's a very fine line and you don't know how to deal with it. So yeah, can one person or a small group of people feel like, putting it on, saying, hey, this is how it is good. But the other people don't have to feel like that. Like I don't feel like that plan of attack is gonna actually help the situation. I feel like when you guys walked away the last time, that hurt him enough. That's good enough.
But nobody was walking. Like, he still talked to Starlight, still talked to Jane. He still talked to everybody. Just wasn't the reason that he wasn't in Discord was because
but you don't know what he told us behind the scenes too about those individuals. Since we're saying
I mean, I would love to know because they
the person that will turn the other cheek and still want to be your friend. And to me, that's sad. He just wants to be. He wants to be better. He wants to be accepted. And so, if you're going to do tough love, here's my opinion, right? You're all going to hate me. You want to do tough love? Calm the fuck out, shame him, walk away. Let him figure it out. That's tough love. Not shaming him and then being his friend, but not being his friend and going here and going there.
I'm done with Smokey. I've never said anything publicly.
We went from shaming him to 2 minutes later saying whatever to on a different panel. Now we're going to talk to him. Either you're not going to talk to him or not. If anything, you're hurting him. That's hurting him worse. I'm sorry. I stand behind it.
Yeah, no, I'm totally done. But I do wish him well, and I hope he finds what he's looking for. But those people were good. I mean, they were good to him. Like they never left his side. That's what I meant about like half truths being told about to everybody, and all it does is make animosity towards each other for that. But those people were always his friend. Like the only reason we got kicked from the Discord is because he was on a live and came into a voice chat that was very personal. Somebody was telling their life story and he played it on a live.
No, breaking the silence. That's not what it's about.
Not at all.
So we could not.
That's childish. That's not even what we're talking about.
No.
I
believe, Amanda Lynn, that you all have been in his corner. You've tried to help him through things. I've never doubted that. I've never doubted that.
Yeah, I mean, Kimmy even made a special Discord just for him. Like, where people that were so upset about the voice chat didn't have to go. But we made a Discord just for him. He just talked about it on his live. We didn't boot him from our life. We just had people that did not feel safe with him in the Discord after he played it on a live because that was very invasive. We were just talking about personal things. We never booted him from our life. This is my first and final time saying I'm done. I've never said that before.
So we can agree that maybe what you guys were told wasn't true, and maybe what we were told wasn't true. I'll agree with that.
Absolutely.
And maybe some of this was run on emotion, but in the same respect, it's unfair for certain people to be able to act like they know from either side, right?
Yes. I mean, even Kiki will probably remember. I know Mom of 3 was in there when that happened. Nobody was like, F you, Smokey. It was just kind of like, oh, we can't have you in there. And I'm sure he told a different story, just like he told us with you. I totally agree with what you're saying.
He didn't go into specifics with us, though. We never asked. We didn't care.
Well, no, what I mean is like that he said we threw him away or whatever, because I've heard that before.
They turned their back on me.
No.
Over my addiction. That's all that was said. We never asked. We never, oh, cool. Well, let's hang out, Let's just hang out then. Fine.
Yeah, no, but that's I do want you guys to know that's absolutely not true. I'm not somebody that's just going to keep. I did quick go into his lives for a little while but I never said this to him.
I agree, serendipity.
I had to quick go into his lives for a little while because he was drinking and stuff, but I didn't like totally cut him off. You know what I mean? I would say hi to him. I would message him every now and then, or he was in that Discord. Hey, Smokey, how are you doing? I just wasn't as like, we weren't in like a Discord together anymore. That's all. Yeah. But the other people messaged him regularly, like all the time. No, but nothing changed for 90% of the people that he was in that Discord with. Nothing.
I learned my lesson. I thought he was a friend, nothing happened between husband, whatever. My husband really liked him, actually. And when he completely let that said person do what he did to me on his panel to Whiskey and I, that's where I was like, I'm done. You're not a friend. I'm done. And that's where
Mandy, yes, that's where all this started. I'm sorry, Mandy, but you've been saying that addicts don't get triggered when they're on Suboxone, and talking about how I shouldn't be triggered because I have time clean and I'm on Suboxone. That is absolutely false information. You don't. That's not true. The
Wait,
first
who
thing
said
that
that?
Thank you.
Amanda, who said that?
Mandy Waller said to me
Okay.
in a comment today, she said that I'm on Suboxone, so she's not understanding how I'm triggered, and I'm supposed to be so far in my recovery. How am I triggered? I shouldn't get triggered anymore.
It's always going to be a trigger for an addict, though. Like
Well, I think everybody's recovery is their own journey.
Yeah, everyone has different triggers.
What
too.
I feel is totally different from what you feel, and I respect your feelings.
Absolutely. And I do want to, I shouldn't have went live. I don't want to take over the live. I want to let you guys have your whatever. I think everybody was kind of maybe told false information, maybe not even on purpose. Maybe that's how it really felt to him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's how it felt when we removed him from the Discord. I don't know. But you guys have a good live. I don't want to take over. I am going to jump off and let you guys have your time.
Thank you.
Have a good night, Amanda.
I guess in closing, I just feel like either like there has to be a fine line. Like either people are their friend, like I'm gonna try to be your friend, or I'm not. Because the dragging along might be worse. That's just my own personal.
Yeah, I'm not doing that personally. I'm totally done. But he played a voice call that we were on, Galloway, that was very personal on a live. Like we were just talking about somebody's real life stuff, and he walks in and didn't tell it. Like I barely caught that he was live from his notification, or else we would have just played it on the live. That's what happened. That's all that happened. So, okay, you guys have a good live. Thanks for letting me come up.
Have a good one, Amanda.
Bye, Amanda. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Okay, so once again, this is not going to turn into a Smokey bashing.
No,
because
no.
I adore Smokey. There's a lot of people in this chat that adore Smokey. I think everybody has to have boundaries. I understand that, sometimes boundaries get crossed and people have to vent. But it does not change my mind that I do not agree with what 180 did. Sorry, that's not going to change. I don't agree with it.
No, and I don't think that anyone wants to see anything bad happen to Smokey. I just feel like
that's the furthest.
Then think about that before we're talking about like his relationships with people or your relationship with him publicly. And I guess my biggest point is I didn't bring this publicly. I never would have. But when I'm put on the spot, what do you expect me to do?
Testicle says 180 stated Smokey triggered someone and put them in the hospital. Well, that's not what 180 said today. 180 said today that someone almost relapsed because of Smokey. Okay? If that's the case, then they stuck around way too long. Because when it comes to recovery, you have to be very selfish. Very selfish.
Yeah.
And don't ever leave yourself in a position. If you're feeling triggered, walk away. But public humiliation, in my opinion, is not the way to go.
I mean, the truth is, when it comes to recovery, you should walk away before you're even like to that point where you're triggered. Like for me, YouTube is such a stressor, and I know that it's not for everybody, and some people this is a playground for them. Look, my life is just my life, and I have a hard time, I don't want to come on here and just because you're just an avatar, like you're still a human, right? So I still view you.
Don't know what the person behind that avatar is going through. We never know. So I always try and take that into consideration and be kind.
When I start to feel like this is just too stressful, people would be like, well, where'd you go? Well, I just had to be done because I don't need it. It's too time consuming or whatever. And you can always come back. Like for me, it's not worth it. But for somebody that might be like you know, we don't know what people are going through. So
Yeah.
maybe it takes them getting sucked into this bullshit and people doing things to them. And we've been saying it for 2-3 years now. Well, what's going to happen? We're going to wake up and somebody's going to, well, that's what it's going to take, right? We're all going to be laughing and it's going to be funny. We're just going to be running around. Are you going to be laughing then? Like, is that going to be funny? It's not funny. It's not funny, man, at
Thank you,
all.
Mommy of Three. Thank you, Wicked. Like I said, well, Smokey, I can't even read that language. Is that the real Smokey?
Well,
Smokey,
we
if
asked
you,
him to
you're
come up
here,
too. We're
we
not
would
here to
love
yell
you
at
to come up and have
Smokey.
a conversation with us.
I wish he would just address me. Hey, I understand this is what made me mad. Well, you talked
please
out
go
in
read
public
my
about it, and I
comments
can tell
under
him. No, I
Smokey's
didn't. I didn't
apology.
ask anybody. Sorry, True.
Oh, I was reading a comment. I don't know where that's at, but I'll try to find it, Mandy.
And here's the thing. Let me just say, maybe we all disagree about this whole thing, right? Truth deals with addiction different like than I would or Hello Star, whatever. But the common denominator is no one wants to see Smokey hurt. And we
No.
all care about him on whatever level, different levels, different friendships. But maybe we just all say we care about him. And maybe he can come up and have a conversation. I'll even jump down, or me and Dova will jump
Yeah,
down.
he doesn't
But
want to talk to me. He's pissed off at me the most for
for
whatever reason. That's fine. He's entitled to that. That's okay.
Maybe it
I'll
would
jump
be
down with that.
important for everybody just to know that he's okay, make him feel a little, you know what I mean? And then we can just all move on. I
Well,
think we all know.
I did talk to him on the phone earlier, so he knows how I feel. I don't pull punches with Smokey. I don't pull punches with anybody. I definitely don't pull punches with people that I care about. I just wanted to give, and Smokey's more than welcome to come up here if he chooses. Um, but this isn't, this will never be made out to be a a bashing Smokey. It was the opportunity for Whiskey and Dova to put out their truth.
And we
And
appreciate
Yes, greatly appreciate it. True.
drop him a link, please. Does he want to come up? Smokey asked for a link. Ladies, you want to stay up or?
I would like to if he's comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't want me up, that's
then
fine.
we
I'll
can-
drop down. I just want to be done with this. I don't want to be talked about. I didn't do anything wrong. Whiskey didn't do anything wrong. I'm over it. Like, I just want to stop talking about me.
I want this to be civil.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me that. That's fine. Agree.
I won't yell like a banshee, I promise.
Smokey
I've
doesn't
never
have to tell you what happened with Aratria, gamer. That's between him and Aratria.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Mar
happy,
told
happy,
me to read something.
Who? What?
Mar told me to read something. I don't know what she told me to read.
I just heard something completely different. I was confused. Sorry. I was like, huh?
Is that really Smokey? I don't know. Everybody's like, is that really Smokey? I dropped the link. You got to come in cammed up, Smoke.
Hello, Starlight said, leave archery out of it, assholes.
That's what I just said, Starlight.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Aratria. We never said Aratria's name.
That's exactly what I just said, Starlight. So thank you for keeping me on my toes. Okay, Smoke, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes and then I'm shutting this down. That's very nice of you, Starlight, to come in and say, thank you, creepy stalker. Cranky old woman shaking my head, leave Smokey alone. Okay, thanks for the $1.99. and me and Smokey are cool. So, but thanks, creepy stalker. Are you ever happy? Well, I don't go into your stream and call you an asshole. Are you ever happy? No, Starlight, you're never happy unless you're making fun of somebody. So,
What's up, Smokey?
What's up?
Maybe we just don't read the chat for a moment.
I can't see the chat.
Have a conversation. So I think the consensus is like we all care about you, and want to make sure that you're okay. In the same
I'm
respect,
alright.
some people are, upset with you. So for Dova and I, we just kind of wanted you to know that everything that like happened today or what happened in the past, like that's not why we had a falling out with you.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I understand. Just today was just I don't know.
Starlight,
Today was
just go away. Okay, just go away.
Who, me?
No, Starlight.
Oh, I don't know. I just is what it is.
Do you have a buzz now, Smoke?
No.
All right, so I'm just gonna say, obviously you do,
What?
and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but we all care about you and want to make sure that you're okay. So you
just
do
told me
have
I had a
actual
buzz.
friends. I don't. I mean, you just sound a little
Hello?
different. Yeah.
All because I'm not chipper. That's why. That's what you base that on.
Oh God, it's gonna go nowhere.
Okay. No, I base it on because I think you're in a backhoe right now. What's the beeping?
Yeah, I'm in a car. I'm on my way taking my little boy on.
Okay.
So good. You spent the day with your little boy?
Yeah. Truth,
Good.
you knew that.
I know. We talked
Remember,
about it.
I told you that. Yeah.
Yep.
But no buzz. You know what a buzz is? No, not a bumblebee. He said a bumblebee.
Okay.
Are you
All
close
right.
to getting? Are you close to him, like taking him home?
Yeah, I'm about to be there.
Yeah, maybe take him home, Smokey, and not talk to us right now. Take your baby home. Do what you got to do with your baby.
Can you take him home and maybe come back, or
Yeah,
just be safe
that'll be great.
driving?
That'll be great. I'll be back. I'll be back in a little bit.
All right. Be careful, Smoke.
All right, bye.
Well, I don't think I'm going to make it until he gets back.
That's okay, True.
I understand.
really appreciate you more than you know. I appreciate you for letting us
Thank you,
talk.
Pepper. What I will do is I will call and check on him in just a little bit to make sure that he made it home okay.
Thank you.
Because that's what you do. For anybody in the chat that feels like I've done something wrong, well, what else is new? But I don't feel any differently than I did this morning. I don't like 180's post. Nobody's going to change my mind on that. I wanted to give Whiskey and Dova the opportunity to speak their piece, to speak their truth. I know Whiskey and Dova. I know everybody. Nobody wants anything bad to happen to Smokey.
No.
Lift him up in your prayers. Who's pushing Smokey? Joy Lang.
I think
But
if anything, this panel shows him that he has people supporting him.
he
So,
does. He has a
and
lot
people
of
that
people
actually
supporting
care,
him.
even people that are mad at him actually care. So, somebody coming in and being like, he can't talk right now. Okay. But should we make sure that he's okay, whether it's live or not? Like, we didn't know he was going to come up like that.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll call Smokey in just a little bit and I'll make sure that he got home okay. And I'll explain that if he wants to do another panel, we can definitely do another panel sometime.
Okay.
I adore Smoke. I adore you, Dova. I adore you,
Thank
Whiskey.
you, Truth.
I
Thank
appreciate,
you.
I
Same.
respect the fact that people have boundaries. And sometimes you just have to draw that line in the sand, no matter how much it hurts. And you have to stick by it. And like I said, Smoke, if you're going through a hard time, buddy, my prayers are with you. I'm gonna call him, like I said, and give him time to get home and check on him. And just know, Smokey, that you have a lot of support out here. You really do. Just
And
just
here's
keep
the
your
thing.
faith.
For the people that don't agree with what's going on, don't want to be a part of it, maybe you're triggered. I'm not personally knocking. I'm just saying, then leave him go. Just leave him be. Let him figure it out. So you don't want to coddle, don't coddle. That's fine. And the people that want to reach out, man. But have a good understanding of why you're doing it, right? So reach out because you actually want to be there. Don't reach out because this is gossip. Because it's not, man. This is somebody's life.
No fucks given. I realize that I shouldn't even be addressing you because your comment. Truth, you're the last person to help Smokey based in your enabling behavior with your own son. This isn't support. It's a fuck shit show. Okay,
Wow.
well,
Hey, let me say this to you, no fucks given. Sorry, Truth. Her son is healthy and alive today. So go give your no fuck somewhere else to somebody else.
Matter of fact, didn't he call you today? Truth?
yes, he did.
Yeah. You guys
Yes, he
spoke.
did.
Well, it was
I
great.
just don't
right?
even understand how people have the fucking balls and audacity to come on, and you have no idea. You have no idea the strength of this woman that's up here. None. Because I'm sure your child doesn't have an addiction. So just go fuck off. No fucks
And
given.
hope nobody in your family ever does either, because
So
it's
ridiculous.
a fucking bitch to deal with.
Sorry.
I've been dealing with this for well over 17 years. He's 34.
Well, you must be doing something right.
Maybe my way isn't your way, no fucks given, but it's my way. It's my son. And if you don't like it, stay away. I'll continue to support Smokey my way. And if you want to support Smokey, then you support Smokey your way. And I promise you, I won't say a word about it. Okay? So, guys, I adore you. Smokey,
Thank you.
if you're
We feel
still
the same.
listening,
Thank you for having us up.
no problem. Ladies, you're always welcome over here. Smokey,
Thank
you're always welcome over here.
Yeah.
I adore you all. And I know you're good people. And
Well, thank you. And Smokey, honestly, I assume you're
nothing
still
mean
listening.
comes from your all's hearts.
Please reach out to somebody, whoever you're comfortable with, just somebody, and park your car and talk to somebody. So,
yep. You got my number, Smoke, if you're listening. If not, I'm going to call you anyway. So it'll stay up, Angel.
well, thank you, Truth. I really do appreciate it. I think that
thank you everybody for hanging out too. And
you're like the perfect person just to be like level-headed and reasonable about it. And even though you have your own ways of dealing with certain situations, I don't feel like you would judge me for mine. So
Nope.
I appreciate it.
yeah, absolutely.
Nope. And
well,
I
thank you.
I don't even judge 180 for his feelings. I judge 180 for how you put him out there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I wish you all the best. I hope you have a lovely night.
Thank you too.
prayers to everybody out there struggling, regardless of your struggle. Remember that there's a light at the end. If you just keep going towards it, if you just keep working hard, you can get there. Nobody's life got into shape overnight, and it's not going to get better overnight. Every day is a new day, and you can't take that away from somebody. But you have no right to speak about Smokey publicly. Mind your own business. Black Dahlia presents.
Wow. Wow. You're
People
a
are
little late, Miss Black
relentless and
Dahlia.
ridiculous. So, do you go into every live Black Dahlia and do you say that to everybody that has talked about it today?
Yeah, Black Dahlia.
Do you just run around telling everybody or just us? Because I'm
What
so
gives you
sick
the
of these
right to
people.
tell us what we're allowed to talk about, Black Dahlia?
Yeah. I'm so
What-
sick of everybody saying that they can say whatever they want and you just take it. Well, you know what? That shit doesn't happen in the real world. It doesn't. You don't just
it
get to run
doesn't.
around fucking with people and nobody can like speak their mind or opinion or whatever, even tactfully, right? Nobody's been attacked. Nobody even brought up anything that was, we're just speaking what's going on with us. So, Black Dahlia,
She said, who are you? Who is she talking to?
we're talking to you. Do you see, like, I think like a lot of people, so
She used to be so nice.
it's fun. I think that there are multiple Black Dahlias. I don't know. From what I hear, there's a presents and a not presents. I don't know. I haven't really had much interaction, and now I don't care to. So nobody cares. If you don't like it, click the fucking button, man. Exit. Nobody cares anymore. You people
Yeah.
don't like it, and you come in and you want to say something about real life situations. Everybody in this chat should be saying, like, we stand with Smokey. We want, even when you're mad at him, we're mad at him, right? For stupid shit. Or we don't think it's stupid, but stupid shit. So this is like real life stuff. We should be saying, like, we hope you're okay, Smokey, right? Throw some fucking hearts up. Instead, like, you have no right. Who are you? Who
Why
are
are
you?
you
Is she talking
poking at
with
us,
the chat?
breaking the silence? You used to be so nice. I don't understand what happened. I've never done nothing wrong to you, and neither has Whiskey. Never.
Yeah, but
Breaking the silence. What is your problem? Is
nobody
that really
knows.
Flipped
you?
on us one
Yeah,
day.
no, it's
Stop.
really her. It's really her. She definitely has
Fucking
a problem.
childish.
She
Why?
definitely has an
Why?
issue. But
Why are
she
you
literally,
worried if we're still here or not?
She's been saying that about. I thought you guys left.
Why
Does
do
it
you
matter if you
care?
left or not? You say you're leaving. You're here.
I don't understand breaking the silence. If you don't like what's going on over here, then don't come in.
these are the same people that will sit in another chat. It's amazing. Molly Racist, what's up?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Like I said, that's a really nice troll account. Keep your
So
$4.99, you dumb dick.
Yeah, say thank you for the
Yeah,
$4.99.
keep
They
it.
just,
No, put it in your pocket. That's a pack of smokes.
not here.
Yeah, not here
No,
either.
not
Ladies,
here
I
either.
love you both.
Love you
Smokey,
back.
Love you
if you're
too,
out
True.
there,
Thank you.
Smokey, if you're out there, I love you. I'm gonna call and check on you, make sure you made it home okay.
That's not what she means, Stephanie Brown.
Hey, look, this could go all night.
I know.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Yeah, it is kind of rude to come in and say, "Oh, you all are here? I thought you left." I mean, obviously it's
I heard
rude.
her say that in
Why are-
BTS too.
Why
Before
do
about
we play these games,
Yeah.
right? We go from one chat to the other and they're like, "Oh, I didn't say that." It's like semantics, like word fucking salad. Like, just stop. We know what you mean, man. You don't like us. It's fine. Bye.
And don't worry, I'll be gone because I'm
Me
tired of all this
too.
childish fucking behavior. I'm over it. I wouldn't
So
fucking
stupid.
deal with it in my real life. I'm not dealing with it on here. Got time for it.
Okay, bye, Drew. Sorry for causing you.
Okay,
Bye,
thank you,
guys.
True.
Stay in
Love you.
Okay,
touch.
Thank you.
awesome.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Stay in touch.
Bye.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for
Thank
supporting
you.
my
Bye.
channel. Bye, Dova. Thanks for supporting my channel. If you know somebody out there that's struggling, do me a favor, reach out. There's an old saying, if you're looking down on somebody, it should be because you're giving them a hand up. So Hope you all have a great night. And I'll see you around the tubes.